Welcome to the SEO.co Search Engine Optimization Podcast. Digital marketing essentials and next level tactics. From offsite and on-site optimization to persuasive selling and everything in between. You'll learn actionable tips on what it takes to outright and outrank your competition.
Welcome back. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 10 ways that you can grow your followers on social media. Social media marketing strategy is only as good as the work that you put into it. And if you set up profiles on a handful of channels months ago and you haven't done much since to increase your followers, you can't expect to drive much traffic back to your site or find leads for your business. Many business owners do exactly that, and then they assume that social media doesn't work to increase sales. That's simply not the case. A successful social media campaign requires constant nurturing and patience. Even businesses in unsexy industries can achieve positive ROI from social media marketing. A strategic plan of attack is the key to growing your follower base, which tends to snowball over time. So now I'm going to get into those 10 ways that you can grow your following on social media channels. The first is to follow people in your target audience. How many followers would you like to have in the next 6 months? Pick a number and then work backwards to figure out how much effort you need to put in order to achieve that goal. If you don't have any followers currently, simply following people in your target audience is a great way to acquire new followers. Many people automatically follow back anyone who follows them, and many others will receive a notification that you've followed them, which can be a great way to raise awareness and attract the attention of people who you'd like to follow. There's no sense reinventing the wheel to find followers. Tools like TweetAdder, which helps you to find people to follow based on keywords and search criteria, can automate some of the process of following people, which in turn will bump up your follower numbers. Social Buzz Club lets you post updates for others to share in exchange for points. You can find tools that make it easier to connect with others and then maximize them to grow your network. Just make sure that you don't abuse this tactic though. Doing it too much can get your account suspended or banned if moderators deem you're being spammy. Most social media channels have a daily limit of people that you can follow within their terms of service, so be mindful of those limits and respect them. Over time, as you build your reputation as a thought leader within your industry, more people will naturally follow you as well as follow you back. Another tip is to share other people's content. This works on pretty much every social media platform. When you start to share others' content, they start paying attention to you. You can put more attention on the smaller players, and then you're more likely to get reciprocal attention if you share another small business owner's content than a high-profile influencer who already has tons of people sharing their content. When it comes to social media marketing, you've got to first give before you can receive. So build a reputation for generosity and you'll see it reciprocated by other players in your industry. My third tip is to focus your content. If someone were to look at your LinkedIn, Facebook, or Twitter profile, would they see a theme in the content you share? Or is it all over the place? The more you zero in on a subject, the more target followers you'll attract. If you run a SaaS company for the HR industry, your content should focus on topics HR managers and small business owners care about. Write about hiring, management, scheduling, and training. There are a few reasons to do this. First, Twitter and LinkedIn use your content to make recommendations for who should follow you. If you're targeting HR managers, they'll be told they should follow you. Second, when people search specific keywords, you want your content to appear. Look into what hashtags you can include to appear in those searches as well. And third, people start to associate you with content on those topics and they're going to reshare it. Another way to increase your social media following is to leverage Google authorship. Google is huge when it comes to social media. It's even surpassed Twitter's average monthly users by about 45 million. One reason for this is that marketers realize that they get better exposure in Google search results by participating in Google Plus and implementing Google authorship. Another strategy is to keep your updates consistent. The more frequently you update your social channels, the more people will see your content and follow you. You never know what will catch people's eye in their streams, so it's imperative that you're consistently delivering valuable content and links so that you not only land in their stream, but they also want to follow you to get more. More social media updates will help you get more exposure in people's social media streams, which will also help increase the number of shares you get, which further broadens your reach. Just make sure that you don't sacrifice quality for quantity. Useless or boring updates will get your brand ignored or blocked eventually. My sixth tip is to build your Facebook profile to attract more users to your page. Facebook's tricky in that you can add friends through your personal profile, but not to your business page. So you can use your profile as a sort of funnel to get people to like your page. Friend people that fit your target demographic just like you would on any other channel. And then after you've built up a relationship with them, invite them to like your page. My next tip is that you should make your social icons prominent on your website. This is the simplest way to get more followers, and yet so many business owners overlook it. People expect to see those social icons at the top of a website page, so make sure that yours are obvious and that the links work. There's nothing worse than when people click on icons with dead links. My eighth tip is to include your profiles in your email signature. Another way to make it easy for anyone who emails you to connect socially is to include the links to each of your social channels right in your email. You can also include them in your company newsletter as well. Another strategy is to join LinkedIn groups. Groups help people with common interests gather together. Then you can find the ones your target audience spends time in and start contributing valuable insight and content there. You can also link to other members, and you're likely to see others do the same to you if you're truly providing valuable information. My final recommendation and tip is to build relationships with industry influencers. Finding and building relationships with industry influencers is an excellent way to quickly expand your reach, brand awareness, and audience. Tools like WeFollow are great for helping you identify key influencers by keywords. Follow these influencers and interact with them, build a relationship, and soon they'll start helping you achieve your social media goals. Remember, social media is all about being social, so don't be afraid to reach out and build relationships. So that's it. Those are my 10 recommendations for ways that you can help to grow your followers on social media.
Thank you for joining us on the SEO.co podcast. We appreciate your time. Be sure to rate, review, and subscribe to the show, and visit SEO.co for more resources based on today's topic, as well as access to more podcast episodes to help you improve your site's long-term SEO success.